maybe you found this super fun example looking through your workbook. All right, let's dive into this one. Oh man, so much fun. It's just waiting for us here. Let's take a look at what we have. We have so many factors here. Let's see if we have some in common here. So I see variables with h to the negative fourth, h to the negative third, just those two. So let's kind of color code those in green there. What else do we see here? J to the negative 2, j to the negative 4, j to the negative 4. Watch out, there's a negative in front of that too. K to the 0, k to the second, k to the fourth. Also some k's down on the bottom. Wow. We definitely want to simplify things inside before we distribute that 4 on the very, very outside. Don't forget that negative in front of the parentheses, in front of the fraction, inside of the parentheses. 2 we'll put up there. Let's combine our h's, even though you might go ahead right away and move it to the bottom. I'm just going to leave it up top, one thing at a time, and leave it as h to the negative seventh. I'm crossing things off as I go along, so I know that I covered every piece inside of my original expression. All right, now we have all those j's, negative 2, negative 4, negative 4. That's going to give us a j to the negative 10th power. Now, I do see a negative right there in front, and that's why I paused. We don't want to forget about him. So, yes, we have j to the negative 10th, but I circled that to kind of remind ourselves that we're going to come back to that. Maybe we should do it right now. Let's take that negative, combine it with the negative out front. Hey, that's going to really make this a positive here. So those two negatives cancel themselves out, and we're done with all the j's. All right, we have k to the 0, k to the second, k to the fourth. Well, k to the 0 is kind of 1, or we can just think of it as 0 plus 2 plus 4 is k to the 6th power in the numerator. All right, denominator, negative k squared all to the negative 1. Well, that negative 1 outside is going to distribute to the things inside, and there is a negative 1 coefficient of k, but the reciprocal of negative 1 is also still negative 1, so that doesn't really do a whole lot. It's going to stay negative down there because it's an odd exponent. So we ultimately know that we still have a negative in the bottom there. And it's going to be now k to the negative 2 power when we multiply those exponents. Okay, wonderful. So the thing we still have to do on the inside is we see k in two different places and we see some negative exponents. So let's go ahead and clear that up. So we'll put another fraction bar here. 2 can stay up there at the top. And h to the 7th will go down. J to the 10th will go down. The k to the 6th stays, and a k to the 2nd comes up. And don't forget we had that negative that was in front of the k in the denominator. We'll put that out front. And we, of course, still have the 4 on the outside. But let's check to make sure we have everything. Yep, had that, took care of that. All right, so we got everything taken care of. We still have some more simplifying to do. Let's simplify on the inside. Real small step. We're going to combine the k to the 6th and the k to the 2nd to make k to the 8th. So negative 2, k to the 8th over h to the 7th, j to the 10th, still to the 4th. Whew. All right. We're going to distribute that 4 to so many things inside, including the negative that's in front. That's really a negative 1, and that negative 1 has a 1 exponent. And the 4 is going to distribute to it, and since we know when we take a negative number to an even power, it's going to really turn positive again. All right, and then the 4 just does all kinds of work all throughout. So the negative 1 goes away because it's the positive. We'll write it here for a second just so we knew where it went. 2 to the 4th, k to the 32nd over h to the now 28th, and j to the 40th. All right. Get rid of that negative 1 to the 4th because that's just 1. 2 to the 4th is 16. So we'll just turn that into 16 down here. And then I look at all the other variables. They only appear once. So I'll just kind of copy the rest of that down. And this is going to be all complete. No negative exponents. And each variable only appears once. That was a heck of a problem. So much fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully this also made it a little bit more clear. Thanks for watching. See you again.